Greetings everyone, my name is Atterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In today's morning livestream, I'll be covering a combination of both Veerspin levels and levels I find online, primarily the former. As always, quick rundown of the rules. I'll be covering levels for about 2-ish hours, then move on to art, then memes on a separate stream. Welcome to stream Hyper, Pixel Boy, Jaden, Buster, Jedok, Raccoon, Vacuum, all the watchers on Twitch, and anyone else who I missed. No kidding, Jaden. I only saw minor bits and pieces of the aforementioned Sage trailer. I will be reacting to the entire thing either during the React stream or else. Let us begin with this stage. Proto Man Adventures Season 4, Episode 3, Archaeological Site by Queen Monica. 10 plays and a score of -2. Here we go, Contra music. Maybe. If it's been released within 2 weeks, it's a spoiler, so please don't talk about it, Pixel Boy. And I'm not sure anyone else here watches the Cuphead show other than you. I know, right, Buster? Due to the severe lack of new content. Oh, I get it. And no Spark 3 demo coverage, I'm afraid. If the game's already released, and it's not featured during Sage, yeah. There are also a lot of new games to be covered during... Oh, I see what you mean. There are also not a lot of other games to be covered during Sage 2. Is it more than last time, or is it about the same amount of demos? I should have jumped on the circle. We'll see. It was featured during Sage, so there'll probably be a lot of other ones like it. Who knows? And now that I actually have a better computer compared to the last Sage, I can pretty much cover any demo that's suggested. There we go. E-Tank's a bit scary, but... we already seen scarier in the stage. Gestalt never showed up on stage, so yeah. It'll hopefully show up during the next Steam Next Fest. So look forward to that. If it does show up during the next Steam Next Fest, I'm covering it. There's no question. Hey, Scully. Yeah, they were supposed to be during the last one, but they delayed it. They're even in the trailer. I guess they encountered some issues. This stage wasn't... I don't think it deserves a negative score. I know it's more of a a routine level, quote unquote, but it's not that frustrating. There are far more frustrating levels we covered. Second up is Mega Man Flex, Maid Woman, by Your Local Vacuum. 18 plays and a score of 0. Hey Oscar, I'm adding your levels. Thank you, they've been added to the queue. Just grab one of them and forget what the special weapon was last time. So I'll grab this anyway, just in case. Let's see. Because they did feature it just stalled during a previous Steam Next Fest, keep that in mind. And I didn't really see any major complaints. No, I didn't see any NSF sent. No, not February, an earlier year. I mean, like in 2020 or is it 2021? Good evening, Iwumi. Alright, also it's time for scheduling. Tonight will be a level pack, I think. Ow. I just realized the lines there. As I was saying, tonight will be a level pack. Tomorrow morning, return to 48 Hour, again. Tomorrow evening is of course Bear Trauma, so no stream then. Unless we don't have it, in which case I'll have an alternative. Thursday morning is of course Danganronpa. And probably Tuesday morning is gonna be Itora. Oh yeah, make sure not to spoil the trailer or spoil the placements of the entries. The game isn't officially released yet. If you do want to discuss the placements, do it in DMs or go to the Magletree server. That was scary. The Quetzalcoatl boss fight in the Storm Realm. For a win stage, it wasn't really that difficult, really. I mean, compared to all the win gimmicks we've seen in many other games, yeah. Also, Storm Realm was fun. See, Whoa. One of the reasons why I kept railing on Talalacan is that, well, it's a difficulty draw compared to the Tree of Life. Heck, it's even a difficulty drop compared to the Icy Cave. I don't know what happened there. Oh, no kidding. Well, first of all, it won't be called Magmo 5, it'll probably be called something else. And there'll likely be several competing competitions, focusing on different things. Like, as you may have noticed, for the Magmo series, levels are built usually with the consideration that You should be able to beat them Buster only. With only a few exceptions. What if there was a contest where you're supposed to build a stage based on the use of a certain special weapon? Or make a good boss. Thank you. The Stairway to Heaven didn't have any wind gimmicks, but still one of my least favorite stages of that game. Along with Undersea Lab, Fortress. Undersea Lab is actually from a different game. Whoa, that could have gone really badly. I mean, we'll have the Megamix Engine Plus by then. We can use that. Oops. We already have that. It's called Maho Warrior. By Skipper. Amazing at this game? Thank you for saying that. I'm merely decent. Oh boy. Oh. This is gonna be a pickle. Next up in Etora is the Fire Realm. Then after that, probably the end game. Remember, Etora isn't really that long of a game. It's only about... let me think. It's only about 7 to 8 hours at most. And it's designed for a lesser experienced audience, or lesser skilled. Whenever I say lesser experienced, I always make the implicit assumption that it's lesser experienced and or lesser skilled. Not every game has to be mechanically deep and or complex after all. Oh no, not this. Not every game has to be mechanically deep and or difficult. This is a PG-13 stream. You can say it out in full anyways. The original show was PG-2. That last one. Well, it is a level by vacuum. And this and the previous stage and flex are still better than their previous pack, I'd say. Ah. Wait, Sage is tomorrow? How is that tomorrow? There's still 42 hours left until the game submissions close. Yeah, Sage starts in at September. Yeah, it starts September 2nd. The game submission deadline closes at the end of tomorrow, though. I think that's what you're thinking about. Oh, almost. I really wish there was a checkpoint in the middle. I know you're excited for Sage, but... yeah. The hard part is getting back there because that one room with the spikes and the bouncies. That's my only real critique about the stage right now. There probably should have been a checkpoint between that. Or maybe there is right after that section, which I keep dying on. Hey, every update has changes, Jaden. I checked the updates log. There's always something new. Yeah, only 2 plus 1 secret. Are you kidding? This is why I'm so worried about this section. Tap jumps can sometimes be converted into full jumps in the engine. That's the problem. That's why sections like these are always so scary in this. You can't reliably do it without unintentionally hitting the heads on the spikes. Technically, a new level was added a few stages ago, but it's a secret level, if I recall correctly. I just want a checkpoint in the middle so I can get back there. And spikes, of course. It's not terrible, the problem is checkpointing. I'll give it 2 more attempts and I'll just place Mega Man after this. For the sake of the other levels here. And then there's this, where holding up doesn't necessarily work. You know what, I'm just gonna download it and do it now. At first this felt... well... it's only really super difficult for this one section, really. And, again, this is not Le Patio hard, exactly. It's because... engine. Le Patio stages are more because of mechanics. This is more due to wonkiness. And we're right at the end, aren't we? Figures. Enjoy the different music. See, we're at the end all this time. Ah, that was the last screen. I know it's supposed to act like the climax, but yikes. It's kind of a difficulty spike having to deal with that. Because those three screens like that where you have to be worried about instant death. This is one of the many numerous reasons why I wish this engine had damage spikes. The bounciness made this tougher. We're out of here. At first I thought this is going to be easier than Quagmire Man, and it was for a while. Then it started to get as difficult with the elevator section with spikes. And then this final section came about, which was harder than anything in Quagmire Man's. Either add a checkpoint in the middle, or please ease up on instant death a little bit. I mean, I could eventually do it, but for the sake of their levels, I skipped ahead. Number 3 up is Adventures of Roll, Chapter 1, Dreadbot Valley, by Tarkat 3D4, 20 play, score of 2. Oh, Pocky and Rocky. The only thing I know about Pocky and Rocky is that it's essentially a top-down shooter, isn't it? And there's a revival going on. Reshrined, yes. Seems like more games are using re as a prefix. Repacked, reshrined, revolted, etc. Come back, I want that. Hang on, I think I can get it. The Ant-Daddies are stealing everything. Almost. If I jumped correctly, I could have done it. Precisely, Jaden. Rehydrated, reignited. And I guess for demakes or demixes, we'll have unhydrated or unmixed. You're experiencing thunderstorms? I see. Well, join the club then. I'm part of it. Jaden's part of it too. Due to the severe drought happening pretty much everywhere, I don't want it to end right now. Wait a sec. Ah, I get it. So, those indicate all the sections of the stage, or in this case, chapter. The way it's done reminds me of Ghosts and Goblins. More like anti-ID runs for their lives. If anything, they act more like NPCs anyways. Not a real threat. Hey Early Solar, welcome. At the current rate of eTora, by the way, it should be done within about 2 or 3 streams. I mean, technically, I can complete within the next stream, but I won't. I have some things to think about before that. Hi, Mid-Boss. Bye, Mid-Boss. Now we're in the desert. First was Dr. Light's lab, then the forest, now we're in the desert. What game am I covering? Well, I won't say. Probably something that's not a Metroidvania, but we'll see. And maybe something that's not a precision platformer. We already had both in the form of Eterna. Oops. Yeah, I need to follow it. This kind of reminds me of Queen Monica's Portaman Adventures, or Roll's Adventure by some designer whose name escapes me right now. I'm not jumping straight down. I learned that lesson the hard way many times. What's left? Sure thing, just wait for them to drop. Or no need, they depart anyways. Nice! FYI, for all of you watching, currently game requests are closed down for now. Too many key games and requests coming up already. Your birthday's in 2 weeks, right? So that'd make it, hang on, let me finish the stage and I'll check the dates. Oh goody, why set the forest on fire? Unsurprising. Almost. Oh, I did. I thought he already jumped. That's why I didn't go for it. Whoa. Roll dies anyway. Hang on a second. Does that mean I can... Nope, they go the other way. We escaped. I guess this is it, boss time. That was faster than I thought. I say faster than I thought, but this is actually 7 minutes already. I meant judging on the map, I thought it would take about 5 more minutes. In any case, we visited Y's facility. Or rather, visiting. It will be visited once we trash this place. Perfect. No thank you. You get to live. Meanwhile, I get hit by that one. So 2 weeks would be September 3rd. I mean, there was a checkpoint placement right at the start of this. But yeah, I get what you mean. After the mini-boss. I'm gonna be less harsh on this stage compared to Vacuum stage, as this is not as difficult. But yeah, please, checkpoint. Oh, how I missed the charge broom. Bye. There we go. There's a checkpoint. Let me see. I have to coordinate and check my Sage schedule. It's a shield RM, so it'll be easier for roll. Much easier. This can't be it. It couldn't be, of course. Now for real. And now, of course, he doesn't take extra damage. Cool. I couldn't grab the life ups. The first 2 phases are merely warm-up. Oh, how I wish I didn't have the dodge roll. Or I had the charge broom. We're at full this time. Excellent. Despite its length and having variety, it didn't really feel exceptional, or really that decent. It was merely okay, I suppose. Not saying it's bad, it's just thoroughly meh. I guess that's the nicest way I can say it. Thoroughly meh. And just exists. Okay then, Jinok, I'll cover your level pack on... yeah, September 3rd, meaning in 2 weeks, on the evening stream. Meanwhile, in the morning stream, I'll have to cover Mega Man stuff for Sage. Okay, Sage starts at September 2nd. Okay, that's a Friday. So the plan is, on September 3rd morning, I will be covering some of the Mega Man related content. Not all of it, because there's 5 of them. And then, on September 4th, I have my own dedicated Sage stream. And so on and so forth. Cool. Can you... One sec, folks. I'm setting up the music. I'll be right back in about a few minutes. And we're back. Switching from 8-bit to 16-bit there. Anyways, forward up is Cleaning the Attic by Werty with 43 plays and a score of 22. I've been warned in advance about this stage. It's a Daikazo at its worst, or rather at its highest difficulty. As for the Discord notifications, looking for music tracks, that's why. Two gates. Here we go. Of course we'll ascend up here. She's the one who has the broom. Too bad we don't have spider enemies. So instead, she's cleaning out the rats, mice, and bats. We'll get back there. We need a red key anyways. Never mind, we do have to go there. Fine. Can I go down? Yes. I don't think I'm supposed to do this, but I'm trying. Just in case, let me see what's below. I think this is the intended direction. Otherwise, why would there be blocks of the weapon I just acquired here? Oh. It's just a shortcut. And here I thought there was another special weapon there or something. Once again, I was overthinking things and thought this is more of a Metroidvania. Hey, Stone Man. Wait a minute. You aren't hiding from me, E. Alright, that's different. We're taken back here. But now the door here is locked. Strange. Different part of the attic. Who put all the sand in the attic? I didn't realize that Dr. Light's residence had this spacious of an attic. I get a spacious basement because lab equipment, but attic? Or it could be a Hammerspace attic. Mega Man Classic already features a lot of Hammerspace anyways. Well, scratch that, it's not that much when you think about it. Down we go. Now it has a lot of water. There must be a big leak somewhere. Or a pocket dimension. Which is what Hammerspace pretty much is. True. I mean, Mega Man, mostly as a series, doesn't really use that much Hammerspace. It does feature it, but not to the same extent as some other series. See, for instance, Mario or Sonic. Oh yes, a lot more. Especially once we enter the Igavania eras. Carrying 99 potions and whatnot. Ahem. And the 99 times items is just classic RPG fare. Then we have stuff like the Infinite Corridor, the paintings, and the various other pocket dimensions. And of course, the titular Castlevania itself. Way bigger on the inside than the outside. Well, you'll be in luck once I get there. Alright. Time to open all these doors. To the back doors. And as we cleared the bat infestation. Sheesh though. Definitely someone placed a pocket dimension or two up there. You might want to call a mechanic for that. You know, this is currently my favorite level of the episode. Maid Woman would have been my favorite had there not been the issue at the end with the difficulty spike and checkpoint density. This stage I wouldn't consider to be good, but at the very least it's okay, maybe decent. Like, if it forced you to use the special weapons in more creative avenues, this would definitely be a decent stage at the very least. Right now, it's at the very least okay. On the fun side of okay though. Well, Jaden, it depends on how relevant it is to the work and how important it is to explain it. And of course, whether it's in focus or not. Like if it's a background element and it's not that relevant to the story, a hand-wavy explanation can be good enough. But if it's the closer it is to being central to the plot, the more important it is to explain it in some fashion. You don't even need to fully explain it, you just need to make it so it's consistent. And I guess makes sense in context with the story. Whoa, I don't know if I'll cover it, but we'll see. Boss idea 4. You know, for fun, I'll cover it with the X mod. How about that? Hey Roger, sure thing. Your level's currently in 9th place. I'm currently going on to 5th and 6th. Well, once people get to the point of nitpicking the most random or stupidest stuff, in which case you can say that, well, there are a few things you can say for that. One is pulling off the magic card. The second is, I didn't really think much about that. Or the third is, it's not really that important to the story. You can make up an explanation. Or I never thought about it. Or if you want to be even funnier, or sometimes what I do is, I left it up to an exercise to the readers. I left it up to being an exercise for the readers. Anyways, 5th up is Conveyor Belt Boss Springman by Jedok74 with 11 plays and a score of 4. Proto time. I mean, base time. It's always Metal Man at the top, isn't it? I presume the final boss of the series is gonna be Metal Man, isn't it? At the way we're going. It is a tad difficult, I gotta say. But the way these platforms are placed alongside the springs, you can kind of work the boss a bit. It's one of the easier ones. Next up is Grenade Man's Conveyor Belt Boss, 6+2. I don't know why YouTube keeps holding your messages, Raccoon. I'll need to fix that. That was bad placement. Is Metal Man supposed to work that way? Yep. You know, we already seen a lot of roll here. Let's use Classic X. There's some bosses who are a lot easier with X or Proto. Grenade Man is one of them. Grand finish. Until we get the switchers. That's 5 and 6 done. 7th up is Mega Man Zero Intro Stage by Baka. 17 plays and a score of 3. I was going to ask about the water, but now I get it. I think this will work better with the X mod, the full one. Also, roll should not have the dodge roll here. You should be able to dash around the place. That should not be limited. Can you even grunt? Well, you can actually. This is not even the best place to grind up your weapons. That's a future stage. Also, technically we shouldn't have it by now. Now we'll lose the Concrete Man, and then we'll get it. Oh yeah, there is one spot which is good, which I believe that's the one which creates those worms, isn't it? Aztec Falcon, that's the first stage after this. I will cover some things that are in the same genre. As for the qualities, that remains to be seen. As for this stage, it's, my suggestion is to remove the limitation on the rolling. You should be able to dash around the place. Also, the stage feels a bit too spacious. 8 up is Flying Battery Fortress by Oscarm. 13 plays and a score of 12. Don't worry, Roger. Yellow's been added to the queue. In fact, after the stage is done, your level will be covered next. Fire Girl was definitely better than Witchcrafty, and I will finish it. See, my main issue with Fire Girl is that it's too long and doesn't have enough variety. I mean, compared to another game in the same genre, Orbital Bullet, that has, not only does it have a lot more variety in runs, different classes and whatnot, but it also finished earlier. So it has more content, more replayability, and the actual time to reach the endgame takes shorter than Fire Girl, which is not a good look for Fire Girl. There will be a Season 2, yes. Because technically there is... For one, there is the Endless mode, basically. Well, not Endless mode, but there is the 100th floor tower. You know how there's a pit of 100 trials in the Paper Mario games? Orbital Bullet has a 100th floor tower. I have to cover that. Not to mention the final boss on Extreme mode. So I will get back to it. At the very least though, it's a very decent game. As Utora's sibling game or cousin game, it did a good job. Another success featured originally on the Steam Next Fest. I mean... Oh, okay, that's pointing the other way, never mind. A funny story about Utora. I procured a key for it by complete accident. I was trying to test something out on Lurkit, especially in regards to the orbital bullet key, and then I accidentally requested a key for Utora, which was then granted. The rest is history. That's why the LP version of it came out so soon. There's a time limit on Lurkit for keys, so I had to accomplish it. Some of my turn, definitely. And the game isn't even done yet. Soundfall, I have no idea. Call to the Lamb depends. If I am going to play Call to the Lamb, it will have to be at the very least hard mode, or very hard mode, because from what I've heard, if you played dungeon crawlers or management sims before, normal mode is undertuned, or normal mode is fairly easy. If you already experienced somewhere with the genre, play on hard mode. None of those games are M-rated yet, but we'll see. There are also a ton of games I purchased from various, Steam and GOG and whatnot, which I do eventually want to cover. For instance, Shovel Knight. Meanwhile, One Step for Eden's normal mode is... It's designed for people who are already really experienced with that genre. Like, if you already played Battle Network 6. If you didn't, then normal mode is... Normal mode plus 0, I mean. No modifiers. Then it's a large pain. Even though the game is really exploitable and breakable. So don't fret, Jaden. Or all of those, yeah. I did purchase Dragon's Dogma. And Spark 1 and 2. But key games. Get more than done, then I'll get around to those. I will run a voting gauntlet for the latter. Not to mention this year, there's of course Sage 2022 coming up, and the final Steam Next Fest of this year. So yeah, or the 1,000 plus strong games I wish to cover on my secret list. So yeah, now that I can basically emulate any game from the PS3 era or before, well, that just opens up the backlog a lot. Well, not exactly every game from the before PS3, but you get the idea. I haven't checked yet, Jaden. I will cover that game though. Well, after Soldiers. I know Soldiers reviews have improved. With Soldiers, the problems are easier to fix because it has to do more with stats. With Juxtia, it has to do with fundamental game flow. Well, they did port... Well, they did port Odin's Spear. Did they port Muramasa yet? They did add a boss rush mode. They did add a streamline mode as well as a boss rush mode. As I said before, the best part of the game isn't the management part. It's the levels. And even if I decide to ever play it, maybe, it'll have to be with friends, or online. Those sorts of games are always infinitely more fun with other people. Hey, Bubble. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. This is based on Sky Batteries. This is based on Sky Battery Zone, isn't it? I recognize this boss, but I don't recall it being this easy. That electric Gabriel is supposed to come back to here, but it doesn't. That's kinda jerkish. If you ran too low on health, you'd die there. In any case, time for the escape sequence. Management mode. Oh boy. I don't want to think about it. Hey, patio. Time for the actual boss. Tornado plus Astro. Got it. I'll get to it. Oh, the background graphics aren't helping either. It's kind of difficult to see where he is, and oh boy. This is far more difficult than the original battle. No wonder why they gave me an E and M tank. Don't worry, Jaden, he already did that in the previous cycle. But Management Sim, I get the feeling he'd just bypass it or keep delegating everything to everyone. Also, I get the feeling that the lands of Eterna were falling apart, or falling to a state of decay over the years. Like, where is everyone? Most of the people we've encountered most of the creatures we encountered in Eterna are hostile, or monstrous. What happened to all the civilizations? Did they just escape into space? And leave the planet? Especially humanity. Or the merchants or anyone. It feels like most of humanity either went extinct or just left the planet. And I don't blame if they did the latter. Eterna is really hostile. It feels like each of the areas are from different eras. Like, they used to be more vibrant places, but then, well, stuff happened. Likely because of the continuing wars between the King of Darkness and the Queen of Light. All those battles ravaged the land, and I don't blame a lot of people for just getting tired of the constant warfare and just left the planet. We know there are other dimensions via the mechanoloids, but anyways, ninth up is Intermission, Stop the Train by Los Poltergeros. Let me rephrase it. Ninth up is Intermission, Stop the Train by Los Poltergeros with 0 plays and a score of 0. There's chaos in many things. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. A different type of chaos. I think they're referring more to chaos as an entity like that. Like being of chaos. Just for safety. I guess this is a part of a level pack because, fine, you do it, base. Insert Mr. Macbeth here. Oh yeah, also the twist ending from the Oracle. Seems like she is almost as powerful as Chaos themselves. Or maybe as powerful, considering that she can... Well, the rest is kind of a spoiler. Long story short, she lied about the true extent of her powers. Like, half the things the King of Darkness had to do for her, he didn't have to do. Which makes me rather suspicious what her true plans are. Like, based on the game, I really get the feeling that she's trying to overthrow Chaos. Get down here. Ow. Easy. Well, we blew up the caboose. I hope to actually stop the train. Oh, we'll get to that. Thursday morning. I guess this was okay. This felt more like an intermission anyways. Rip, Archie. Alright, let's see. I know you sent me the level there. How much time do I have left? Okay. Let's move on to the patio stage, and then I'll move on to the other stage. First though, I gotta download this. So, currently making good progress. Levels, there's only really one level which I really like. The rest are kind of... eh? Is that the best way to describe them? I suppose so. Well, all weeks can't be winners. Oh yeah, speaking of trains, And I returned from my short absence. We're moving on to the last two stages of this episode, so let's go. 10th up is Mega Man X Alpha, Crusher Piranha, Forest Rivers, updated by Lapatio. 22 play, score 6. I'm using the True Version DX mod, version 1.4.1. Favorite ending in the Henry Stickmin? We've done 0 a bunch of times. Let's do X. Let's see, I keep forgetting what I have, so I'm assuming it's this, this, and this. Favorite ending in Henry Stickmin? Triple Threat. Well, specifically in the final game, Triple Threat, Valiant Hero, and another one that escapes me. Oh, about the secret ending? Yeah, that requires a bit of explanation too. Yeah, the same box, but the reason why that happened is in the Henry Stickmin multiverse, there's only a limited number of multiverses that can exist at the same time without clogging up everything. So they had to defragment it, which sent the box at the end back to the start. So basically, in the Henry Stickmin verse, you can only have up to about 16 or 20 universes at the same time. Exactly equivalent to the number of endings there are in the final game. Unless we have... Well, scratch my statement. Meanwhile, in Noctis, you basically have infinite number of universes. And Oracle can change destinies more than what she lets on. Well, by this point, you might as well be able to spoiler the game because it's been over 2 weeks. And the game was released over a year ago anyways. So I'll just have the unspoilered talk right now. Spoiler talk now. Okay, long story short, the Oracle's lying to her extent of her powers. She was always able to change the destiny of a soul. She lied about it to the King of Darkness earlier. So obtaining the Chaos Crystal wasn't exactly necessary. But she needs it for another reason. Likely to usurp Chaos. Oh no, she's not the bearer of the Grey Soul. That's not it. What I'm saying is that the Oracle has a special power of changing the destiny of any soul, at any reason. Remember before she said she needed to have the Chaos Crystal to do that, and she could only do it to a limited extent? That was a lie. That's why I believe she's trying to overthrow Chaos. She can see into unlimited possible futures, and she can switch the soul destinies to any one of them. or almost any one of them. If there's ever an Eternal Noctis 2, we'll learn more about that. Precisely, Jaden. See, all the time we had to detour into the cosmos, as well as the undersea fortress, I don't think that was actually necessary. She just made us do her dirty work. Whoops. So she could hide her true intentions from Chaos. The reason why she wanted to power up Chaos Crystal was to act as a backup plan to boost her powers significantly. Chaos is the most powerful being in the universe there, so what better way to defeat Chaos than using Chaos's own power against them? That seems like a smarter plan. If Chaos has the best power, then use his power against them. Well, they are the ultimate being, and they gave the Queen of Light and the King of Darkness immortality, as well as a bunch of their weapons, basically. So, yeah, compared to your previous stages in Mega Man X Alpha, this was a significant difficulty drop. It's almost as if it's from a different pack. Good old wide magnets. The only other person who attended the stream consistently was Pixel Boy, so yeah. Thank you. So the 11th and final level of this episode is Boss Idea 4 by Temix. This was actually submitted to the main servers, but I want to do it with the X mod. I can see why this is tough. True, Raccoon was here. If only I could throw more than one hyper bomb. This was difficult, but not to the extent you were making out to be hyper. I thought this is gonna be like a series of 5 or a dozen bosses, not just one here. This, I know it's difficult, but not overwhelming so. So, I I could have done this without the mod, really. Oh, fuck. This wasn't even as tough as pretty much every boss in Eterna. Outside of maybe the Devourer Mach 1. I mean, think about it. Every boss in Eterna minus the first one, maybe the second one, is tougher than this one. I know what they said about playing Eterna on Noctis mode, but if you're not into precision platformers, I don't recommend it. It is a neat boss idea, but maybe for regular players, make sure the boss takes double damage. I don't know. In any case, this is a good point to end off the stream. So overall, out of the 11 levels I covered in today's morning live stream, my two favorites would be Cleaning the Attic by Wurty and Crusher Piranha by La Patio. The rest were okay, or okay at best. Always can't be winners, I'm afraid. Thank you to everyone who submitted the levels. Thanks to your continued support, this is why I keep doing these levels. Anyways, you know what that means. Okay? With all that said and done, it is time for the art showcase. Is this what I wanted? I was thinking of different emoticons, but this would work. You know who would totally do something like this. There's already the Mono Beasts in that game anyways. If anything, they'd be bare fists instead. Mono Quadri Punch. Still, that'd probably be the prototype. Me visiting the chronicler to ask him about the updates. Oh yeah, once we get to here, we'll learn more about the land of Eterna's past. Yamask. Phantom Time. Ooh, new types. Right now, in terms of type coverage, I think Pokemon is in a good state. Maybe one or two more types would be nice, but at a certain point, we start to step on the toes of other things. Aww, Mega Man Chibi. More adorable than powered up. Pretty. Pac-Man and Robin. Ah, from Wolfwalkers. Neat. Sorry for busting your spaceship a few times. I get the feeling that they're from a reference to another game, either from the past or future. Pixel art sunset. Nice. I like the dithering. Spears are cool. I never play Splatoon, so Neat. Pac-Man versus the Fiend. I never played 3 either. I only really played 1. Never exactly beat it though. Hi. Chief with the energy sword. And a nice looking cape. Not until he makes the proper grunts, then he'll be the perfect Zero. Sunstone Shores, WIP. I see. I have no idea who you're referring to. Sorry, I didn't watch the animation at all. Sigma Vial mashup. As always, double check to make sure it's safe. Neat idea for an armor type or final boss. I think I like the former design better than the other one. Thank you to Helion85 for producing this art. And thus, this marks the end of the art showcase. Thank you to everyone who either submitted a level to me, submitted art, or just participated in chat. It's due to your continued support why I continue to produce content for our channel. It's really appreciated. So, if you're enjoying this live stream or any other piece of content on the channel, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help it out. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join our Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in the future.